Okay. Okay. I've got my ice water. I'm going in. Hello. 1:50 Central Time. Uh United States of America. Welcome to the show. So I was poking around last night after our epic live stream, and I came across this creepy stalker dude in Tennessee that, well, he was eventually arrested. You could see here the headline on the screen. Lenore City Police revealed details after a man charged with aggravated stalking. Now, we're going to get to the video shortly because this dude, this man, was warned by the police. Now, the police department, they're trying to convince this person here, this Jacob Yurkis, or Yerkes, leave the woman alone. She is not interested in you. Her father has says, if you don't stop bothering my daughter, we're going to have a problem. I think you get you get the obvious what this the father of this girl was talking about. So the guy is creepy as fuck. This is, we talked about pickup artists last night. Now, I don't know if he thinks he's some kind of pickup artist because he's dropping some, a pickup line. You'll see here in a minute. But I mean, clearly, once we look at this video, I think you'll agree with me. Something was miswired in this guy's brain at some point. Something didn't get hooked up right. There's something wrong. And this guy is probably watching Red Pill. Excuse me, 1 second. Hold on. I almost made the mistake. Not Red Pill content, pickup content. He's gonna spit some game here. Well, it's one thing to go up and get some confidence, ask a woman, hey, would you be interested in going out or whatever? And there's another thing with being charged with aggravated stalking. Do you see there's a vast difference there? I think Mr. Yerkes here, he doesn't have a fucking clue. He can't tell the difference between the two things. And you'll see, unless this is a freaking hoax, and I don't think it is. There's the police there, and we'll get to the video here shortly. Anyway, accused stalker has been arrested after police say he posted several threatening videos to social media and stalked one of his former coworkers. Now, think about this. I mean, this guy he's effed up. There's something wrong with him. Number one, he posts these weird videos and shit on YouTube or wherever the hell he posts them. What would you do if you were in the place of this woman? I mean, I would be scared shitless. I wouldn't want this dude following me around. I wouldn't want anyone following me around. But he kept going. He was warned by the police, don't do this. Here's a restraining order eventually, all that stuff. Couldn't help himself. Guy's got a miswired brain. That's a big problem. So, Mr. Yerkes was arrested on stalking and harassment charges after a joint investigation by the Loudoun County Sheriff's Office and the Lenore City Police Department. Public interest led the Federal Bureau of Investigation Joint Terrorism Task Force to become involved in the case. Holy Jesus. Okay, the FBI is coming in. Maybe this guy should have just listened and let the woman alone. You think? Yes, he should have. Thank God I don't think anyone was hurt in this particular thing. They caught it. They kind of nipped it in the bud. Got this guy under charges here. I mean, good. You'll see. I'm not exaggerating. This guy, he's got a screw loose. He's got a bunch of screws loose. He might have more screws loose than he has attached. Let's just put it that way. According to police, the victim of the case has dealt with Yerkes' unwanted advances since mid-June. So he's been bothering this woman like this in threatening weird ways for almost 6 months. I mean, that's creepy. That's creepy shit. It's not the way you go talking to women. For a normally functioning human being, you don't have a screw loose or whatever. You can know if a chick is interested or not. You can get the body language. This guy has no idea, no concept of this. and it will become clear here shortly. Since then, records show Yerkes continued to contact the victim any way he could through social media, text, and most recently by showing up at the workplace and following her down the road in her car, in his car. He chased her down the road. I mean, do you think we're going too far when we're chasing women down the road with a yes, I think so. I'm thinking that's not a pickup game. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy stalker creepy shit. That's not what you do. Records show Lenore police first encountered Yerkes when he went to the Lenore City municipal offices where he said he had been threatened by a woman's father after trying to impress her at work. Okay, so this is the woman's father. Quote, he went on to say that he was just trying to let her listen to a song that he had written for her, said Lenore City Police Chief Don White. Quote, he made several comments that were very odd. Well, that's certainly one way to put it. Said some things like women fantasize about being stalked, and said several other comments that were very inappropriate. Quote, we did determine that we would be able to elevate the charge from just a stalking and harassment to harassment and aggravated stalking. Okay. With the charges set, law enforcement set out to find Yerkes. They did so at a local hotel. Once in custody, police say the alarming rhetoric didn't stop. He said he did say some more bizarre things that gave us concern, according to White. Yerkes has been booked in the Loudoun County Jail. No bond has been set. As the case against Yerkes continues, members of law enforcement are also working to get his social media videos taken down. White also says there may be more victims out there. So this guy may have been a serial stalker. You know, hopefully it didn't progress any farther than that, but you just don't know, right, with these kind of people. They're mental. There's something wrong with them. But if you have been a victim of this guy, contact the Lenore City Police Department. So good Lord. You know, all you can say is thank God they've been in custody and nothing happened that we know of to the victim. I mean, who believes this is the way to go here? Except a crazy person, you know? I mean, like I said, it's one thing you're trying to pick up, hey, you know, nag, do whatever the hell you think you got to do, blah, 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 blah. But you don't freaking chase them down the road and try. That's crazy shit, people. We know that. We're normal. But I think this is some of the probably legitimate concern that some people, women bring up about, you know, some of these really weird people doing really weird shit. Stalking, chasing people around, wants to play her a song. She doesn't want to hear the song. Or else she'd be probably riding in your car, bro. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So let's get to the video. And this is from a YouTuber, if it ever shows up. There we go. Oh, I better turn my... rid of it. All right. Who is this guy? It's called the Robbie Harvey. Description. Okay, we're going to skip over this.
Right.
We can play the whole thing. Why not? So, guys, you're going to wonder what the hell is going on. Hamster, this is not an authorized stream. Ike will be notified. Thank you very much for your it's not authorized because I'm not drinking. Again, what? 2 days in a row you're not drinking on the stream? No? Ice water is delicious. Mr. Hemi, no, Mr. Hemi, it gets a lot worse, sir. No. This isn't one of those. Oh my God, he's creepy, but he just kept saying good morning to me, and I called HR. Did nothing like that. No, this is different. Trust me. Mohamed is here. Hello, good day. Mohamed is in Egypt. James Maxwell, based from MARSOG. Well, thank you. Good to see you. All right, let's go.
Every other professional on the planet. Enter Quill.
We could start.
Jacob Yurkis, the man in the viral video from this week, has been arrested. If you didn't see my original video on Jacob, the link is in the description, but here's a clip of it.
We're going to get a taste of it here, and we'll go through the entire police encounter. Thanks to the Robbie guy here for including
it. and I was in the other parking lot, and I saw her get in her car. And I was like, oh, shoot, it's my moment. So I pulled up there next to her, and she pulled away from me, and a little bit, just because I don't know, women are crazy. Like, I felt like she like wanted me to chase her.
Do you not think chasing somebody's crazy?
And true to his form, here's the video of getting it.
And I wasn't in anything wrong. I just was trying to play a song for her. Have you ever heard the song "Baby It's Cold Outside"?
Probably.
You know, he's like saying, she's saying no, I'm saying yes, and they're just playing this game.
But that's for the judge to decide, not me.
Yes, sir. So, Baby It's Cold Outside. I'm sure you remember the controversy. All the fembots got, oh my God, it's grapefruit. Okay. So I think you can tell what we're dealing with here with this young man.
Hey, okay.
I know. It's just the way it is. And lots of people stood up for that song.
But this story doesn't end there. It gets even crazier.
It
I was able to find some of Jacob's videos that he's posted on social media. Check this out.
Okay, you guys, this might be disturbing. Trigger warning. This guy is he's a nutcase. All right, here we go.
Ventura, there's something I would like to show you as one animal lover to another.
Ready?
Something wrong, Mr. Ventura.
Completely and totally normal behavior. Completely and totally normal.
This is a lovely room that you got here. Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Louder.
So, little background story. Apparently, this guy is some kind of DJ remixer, sort of wannabe musician. You know, who doesn't want to be a mix chief, I guess? So that's his goal, apparently. So he's recording some sound effects here with the mayonnaise being stirred in the jar. I wonder what he's trying to do here.
That's the sound, bruh.
God.
Dad, why are rocks hard?
Are you kidding me, son?
Dad, why is cement hard?
I can't take it anymore. When you're from Tennessee, but you don't have any idea how to sing.
I mean, that's kind of a cute effect. You know, it's a phaser or something. But, okay. I mean, some of this shit is, you know, whatever. Put some TikToks up, blah, blah, blah. But then running around screaming with the animal on his head and the mayonnaise.
Yeah. This kid is obviously very different.
Couple of screws loose. Yeah.
But the disturbing stuff comes from his Twitter account.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, God. No. Oh, God. All right, here we go. In case you can't read it. Me, I identify as SS. LGBT. Ew, super straight isn't a real identity. Me, super straight. Ooh, ho, ho, baby. Says on the bottom, ego beings are maggots. How did this not violate somebody's terms of service? I watch airplanes landing and I get a strike, and this guy is putting up Nazi propaganda. So, okay.
Ego bangs are the gay faggots. Ego bangs are the gay faggots.
But obviously, you can hear some words there that aren't acceptable anymore. But that's what we're dealing with this guy.
Ego bangs are the gay faggots.
Oh God, that's a little bit much. Yes. We'll go ahead and skip over that. Oh, that sounds like my old band. Well, not the words, but the. Other than man, white women are the biggest barrier to us dismantling the patriarchy. Okay? I mean, you know, there might be an occasional sprinkle of sanity in this stuff, but I think for the most part, we're 75% lunatic. I think.
Now at Slumberland, save up to $800 on Slumberland, plus get $300 in Slumberland cash.
Okay.
As you can tell by some of these posts, Jacob is a disturbed individual.
Looks like he supports Nazis. That's never good.
Police say there may be more victims. So
I hope not.
If Jacob has stalked you in any way, be sure to reach out to authorities.
Yeah, I think the the phone number is in that story, also linked below. So, if you've had trouble with this dude, call the authorities. Let's make sure to get this guy whatever help he needs to try to resemble a normal human being.
And I was going to play a song for a woman that I kind of like. And I got there and she saw me and she immediately pulled away. And I wasn't forcing her to listen or anything. I just wanted to play the song for her, give her her own choice if she wanted to be with me,
As we'll find out, she made that choice a long time ago. Sir, she doesn't want anything to do with you.
Does she know you?
Yeah, I worked with her there for like 5-6 months.
Did y'all have a relationship?
No, we were talking a little bit, but it never really got serious.
Okay.
But anyways, I pulled up there and I was in the other parking lot and I saw her get in her car. And I was like, oh, shoot. So
Okay, so clearly he's waiting in the parking lot for her to come out of work. I mean, this is Stalker 101 here. This is creepy shit.
I pulled up there next to her and she pulled away from me. And so I chased her a little bit just because I don't know. Women are crazy. Like I felt like she wanted me to chase her.
Do you not think chasing somebody's crazy?
Well, it's just like I only went like a couple blocks down the street.
I'm just saying, don't you think chasing somebody's crazy when they
Yeah, I would.
when they obviously don't want to?
Well, I had my song playing and I wanted to her to hear it maybe.
Apparently she don't want to hear it, right? So what else happened? Let's get on with the story.
Yep. So if she wanted to hear the song, she probably would be in the car with him listening to the song. I suspect.
Well, anyways.
See, no social consciousness here. No, nothing. Now, if this guy is truly, if this story is the way it seems to be, this guy he's got some problems. He doesn't recognize when somebody is not interested in you. It's a skill one has to hone. This guy has no capability of that, I would say. Again, that part is missing. The gray matter was the software was not installed in this guy. He's running with no software.
Her father called me up and he made some threats to me and to my life. Okay. And so I just want to have his name on file.
What did he say to you?
I think he said he's going to stab me. But he's like cussing at me.
He said that or he did say that?
He says, I'm going to do something to you. I swear I do something to you.
For chasing his daughter?
Yeah, but it wasn't chasing. It was like going down a couple streets.
No, dude. Well, it wasn't chasing. It was only, and you were chasing the chick. You were in your car chasing her down the road, dude. I don't care if it was 10 feet. You just, what are you doing? See, like I said, mental problems. Go ahead. Let's go on with the tape here.
That's fun to women. Women like that. A little bit of excitement.
No, they don't.
Did you hear what he said? This is where some of the pickup crap probably is somehow seeped into his brain, and he's convoluting it into some creepy shit. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but I'll play it again.
Streets, that's fun to women. Women like that. A little bit of excitement.
No, they don't.
Well,
Women don't like to be chased.
What about
if I was a
porn?
father, I'd probably tell you the same thing.
What about BDSM porn, where women like to be rape fantasies?
Okay, I hope you can hear that. He's bringing up BDSM and corn and grape fantasies. This guy's fucked up. There's something wrong with this dude, clearly.
Hey, this girl doesn't.
Well, who knows? Most women do have fantasies.
Okay. Do you think she does?
I don't know. But
apparently she don't.
Well,
so what do you want us to do?
Well, I just want you to get his name on file, just in case he does do anything to me.
Do you know his name?
I know his daughter's name.
What do you know his name?
I know her name. I don't know his name. He called me from a restricted phone number.
Okay. Here's my suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Leave her alone.
Well, this is one song I made, and this was the final chance I was going to have.
Here's my chance. Here's my advice. It's over. Leave her alone.
Okay.
Fathers will hurt you over their daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's the thing is she needs to have her own free will, man. You don't understand. I'm a man myself, bro, and I have needs myself.
I'll tell you a story at the end. It's about
She's choosing her free will by telling her daddy what happened to you, and I'm telling you, stay away from her because he will hurt you probably.
She's being controlled by him.
That's fine. That's fine. That's her choice, right? Free choice, free will.
I think she should go do porn.
Okay, you need to leave.
Jesus. I can't believe this is a troll job, because that would be a little bit hairy going to the police and saying this kind of shit. I think this guy's just mentally ill. The guy's got screw loose.
It's legal.
You need to leave.
Well,
We're not doing anything. You need to leave.
I'm having discussion on.
I'm having a discussion telling you to leave.
Are you threatening me with
I'm not
arrest?
threatening you. I'm telling you to leave.
This
We're
is a
done.
public property.
We're done. Well, you can stay if you want.
If you do that on public property, I'll leave under.
You're free to do whatever you want to right here, but we're not doing anything else. I'm just giving you advice. The girl doesn't want to talk to you.
Yeah, but there's something's twisted about that.
There's something twisted about the way you think.
I was going to let her make her own choice after the song.
Well, she's made her choice.
And
Yeah, she's made her. You just don't understand. You're having trouble with the concept. She doesn't want to be around you, dude. That she doesn't want anything to do with you. Just seeing the way this guy acts, who the hell would want to be around? Even a dude. It's like, hey, you're kind of weird, man. What the hell is going on with you?
I just don't think she had a reasonable opportunity to make a choice, because I'm going to blow up and I'm going to be a famous DJ. And
He's going to be a famous DJ. See, going to be a famous DJ.
I'm going to be
How old is she?
2 years older than me. 27.
How much?
27?
She's old enough to make her own mind. I'll speak with her. Is she working today?
I think so.
Do you have her phone number?
I believe so.
He has her phone number.
But I can't stop recording the video.
Well, that's okay. I'll go by her job. She works Cracker Bar, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'll speak with her and then I'll get back with you, okay?
All righty. Sounds
All right,
good.
have a good one. No
Thank you,
problem.
guys.
Okay, then. And I think there's a little more. Let's see here. Are you trying to arrest me? No, just get the fuck out of our office. You're a freaking weirdo. Good Lord. Okay. So do you guys see what I'm saying? I mean, this is not your normal. He said hello one too many times in the morning. This he's chasing her around. I mean, this is crazy shit. Where's her husband well, I don't know. I don't know what her situation is, to be honest with you. But I mean, even if she's married, I don't care what she does. You just don't chase people around and bother them like this and harass them. Come on. Clearly, she doesn't want to be with the dude, or she would be. So, all right, let's go back to the video, see what's going on here. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Uh-huh.
You know what?
What?
Lindsay's dad. I hope you see this fucking video.
Okay. Her name's Lindsay.
You know what happens when women don't ever, come to terms with themselves? Bad shit happens. I don't know. Something the cops want to deny me trying to get her to be straight. Something is wrong about that. I don't see why these traditional ass motherfuckers think they can speak shit whenever it's this woke belligerent LGBT shit that has her right now. And her father is controlling the bullshit. I just don't see it. I'm older than their fucking father.
Okay. Now let's just get out the calculator for a moment. He said to the officers inside the building, she's 2 years older than he is. She's 27, he's 25. Yet he just said he's older than her father. Well, how does that work? Just curious.
That's how I feel right now. I've lived this life. I've been the greatest. I've been down and I've been about. I don't know where this is going, but fucking snakes, man. She was gonna lure me into a trap whenever I was gonna go, play a song for her.
This has got ER vibes all over it, man. I'm so glad they arrested this guy. I think there could have been some really bad shit happening. This guy's nuts. He's crazy. Did you hear what he just said? Oh, she was going to lure me into her trap. That's what you want to be in her trap, you fucking idiot. You apparently are interested in her in some way. She's
It's just how it is. But shout out to all my bros. I know that my dudes, I'm really getting depressed recently, you guys. I feel like there's not faith in me.
Yeah. I think the young man has some big problems here that need some professional intervention because, I don't know what's going on. I'm no doctor, channel 1-800-DUMB, but this guy's, he's nuts. This is not normal behavior. I mean, you don't have to be a doctor to go, wait a minute, there's something a little bit screwbally here. That shit crazy, exactly. I said it. He's a manic depressive. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know. Stone Reaper said, batshit crazy. Yes. Evo, the toxic monster. IAD. I don't. Okay. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Thumper says, when I was 13, I figured out do not bother with girls who are not interested in you. Yep, very good advice. But what about the ones you don't know? You'll know if you have any social skill whatsoever. You'll understand. It's kind of like the pickup roaches we did last night. Some of those guys had zero awareness. The one that we're sitting there like for 15 minutes and he's in the store and trying to talk to the blonde-haired girl, getting her. It's like, dude, she doesn't want to talk to you. This is not that hard, but there are some people, I understand, I'm no professional at this, but there are some people that they're goofy in the head. They don't have these parts in their brain that are active. It's really weird shit. It's like sociopaths or psychopaths or that kind of shit. There's something missing. Something doesn't get programmed correctly into their brain. But anyway, this guy's arrested. As far as we know, no one was hurt. The woman wasn't hurt in this thing. And this guy needs some mental help. I mean, there's no other way to say it. Now, I was going to go try to look up his social media, but I'm sure most of that's down by now. But you can see kind of clearly with the Nazi video and that kind of shit, I think we know where this guy is kind of at, right? Talking about, gay men and calling them bad words and all that kind of shit. Yeah. Yeah, chemicals, maybe he's off his meds or maybe he was on too many meds at some point in his life. God only knows. Neoteny, yeah. Arrested development in the brain, I would say. Yeah, something's wrong there. Yeah, maybe his father, God, who knows what the situation was. But clearly this man needs some mental help. He needs pills or something. Something is going on with this guy for sure. All right, who else is here? We've got Joshua Demers production. No, professional intervention will fail. He needs to be locked. He certainly needs something, right? He's got to have some help here because he's not right in the head. Clearly, could be a chemical imbalance, even though that's been said. It's bullshit. I don't know. I'm no freaking professional at this stuff. I just know when I see crazy, I'm like, wait a minute, what is going on with this guy? Something is not right. You know what I mean? All right, let's go back to this. Let's do this and see if there's any other stuff on this guy. Twisted. Okay, here's the twisted files of Jacob Yurkis. All right, we'll go there. See what that looks like.
This video is dedicated to a few of my favorite YouTubers.
Okay.
Thing become concerning enough to report. Let's start with something easy.
So today is April 11th, and a few days ago, I got my baby. Check it out. This is a Mossberg 500 pump action 12-gauge shotgun, and it is going to be my ticket out of here, and I cannot fucking wait to use it.
I think within the first 15 seconds of this, we can immediately tell something is seriously wrong. Calling a
is I don't know if this is the right case, but he looks like the kid that went into a shopping center and shot some people up. I'm not sure.
shotgun your baby, much less your ticket out of here that you can't wait to use. Randy Stair was a walking red flag.
Yeah.
And a few weeks after making that video, he would use that shotgun and another to kill his coworkers at a local supermarket.
Yeah. He shot up a bunch of people. And he even announced it. I think on YouTube or one of his he says, I'm going to go do this or something like that. It's like, what the fuck? Was nobody paying attention? Now, I don't know how many people got killed, but there are a lot of them. Several were murdered in the grocery store.
But how about this? Now, most of you will have probably already seen this video or at least know about it.
Yep.
But for the sake of what we're talking about, I want you to look at it with fresh eyes.
Okay.
Really listen to what he's saying.
So this is Elliot so-and-so.
Hey,
yeah.
Elliot Roger here.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing a lot of thinking about how sad and unfair my life has been. All because girls haven't been attracted to me. I've been going through college for 2.5 years now. And in those 2.5 years, I've had to rot in bleak and sad loneliness, while other guys get to enjoy all the pleasures of, sex and socializing and partying. I've never had a taste of that because no girls give me a chance. No girl at my college has ever expressed any interest in me.
Let's just observe a little bit here. He's not a bad-looking guy. And no women had any interest in this guy. Zero. Well, I wonder why. I suppose because he's mentally ill. Suppose he has some personality problems. Or he did. I think he's gone now.
You give a chance.
We don't want to tempt Susan here. We'll bypass this. But you know the story, right? He murdered several people, including a bunch, 3 dudes, his roommates or something, and shot a couple other women, killed them. Just fucking terrible shit.
I think our case today walks a line between these two examples. But by the end, I think you'll understand why I feel the way I do. Meet Jacob Yurkis.
Yep.
He lives in Knoxville, Tennessee. And right now, he's going viral with 8 million views and counting on Twitter.
Jesus.
But put a pin in that for now, and let's talk about the First Amendment.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of First Amendment auditors?
No.
I hadn't until one of my favorite streamers, Deadwing Dork, did an almost 4-hour deep dive stream watching some of their content.
Okay.
This is all about. Are you trying to?
First Amendment auditing, or 1A auditing, is when people go into a public forum, such as a post office or a county clerk's office, and usually they just they take out their cameras and they film, and then they try to conduct business, and they wait for somebody to say that they can't film in the building, and then they smugly respond that it's within their First Amendment right to, as it's a public forum, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It rides on quite a few little rules that are, technicalities almost.
Yeah.
And they sort of take advantage of this to make people angry, make content. Oh, and then they always mention that they paid for the building, through their government taxes. And
I pay your salary, damn it. That kind of shit, right?
That they pay the underpaid government worker's job, which, if anything, is going to make them angrier as, again, they're underpaid. The psychology of these people fascinate me a lot.
Well, it says Utica, so I don't know if that's Michigan or where the hell it is.
And many of them share some similarities with the philosophy of incels. For one thing, many of these 1A auditors have some delusional grandeur in what they're doing. They have a perceived importance that they usually compare to the troops. If Jacob's videos were not taken down, I could show you probably 3 or 4 times in which he compares his activities of going to the post office and filming to the troops dying for our rights.
Okay, so he's like a what is it called? Sovereign person or something like that. Probably that kind of thing.
So that's, happy Veterans Day, everyone.
Seems to there seems to be clusters of things that kind of can go together. Yeah, 23 and crazy. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. What did Easter Sunday say? I don't see it. What did he have to say? Okay, well, I'm sure he was right. Hugh M says the interesting sweater. Yeah. All right, let's continue and see what the hell's going on here with this thing. It goes on for like an hour. We're not going to do a whole hour here.
Terminal Napoleonic syndrome patients. Do you think that these soldiers are dying for the right to film within a post office?
I'm going cold on this, so I'm probably going to jump around a little bit because I'm sure what he's saying is interesting. I will put the video link in the thing here if you want to look at it for the entirety. Yeah, it's probably sovereign citizens or something, that kind of stuff.
There, I have a present.
I'm not saying they're 100% wrong on everything. I'm just saying that, they tend to, at least some of the videos I've seen, they tend to go a little bit too far. I understand their point, but yeah, maybe a little much.
Pluto still has a heart. He's willing to give, it's inside. No idea. So, I will give you a sign. Why did you leave if you still love me? If I loved you, why didn't I chase?
Oh, God. Is this him? Is this the dude?
Cringe rap about Fortnite that was made by a 14-year-old kid. Fortnite. Let's skip ahead a bit to Between the Boundaries. Okay. I have no idea what this one says or what the lyrics are.
What does it say here? Can't deny the way nature intended. Can't deny love always beats hateful bigotry. Okay.
Am admittedly a bit disconcerted that this video was able to make it onto YouTube Kids with this thumbnail.
Yeah, it is surprising, isn't it? It's very, very surprising.
Yeah. The next day,
or is it?
Upload. If I still loved you, why didn't I chase?
Okay.
Again, I'm going to spare you the actual audio of this one because I was able to translate it pretty well.
Okay. Yeah, we're probably gonna get copyright on that, so I'm gonna skip it. But again, you can watch the video. The link is in the chat.
Auditing video in his hometown of Knoxville, visiting their post office.
Okay.
Dub for the 1A auditors, as is clear in the comments section. 2 weeks later, he hit Cedar Bluff post office and had a similar thing happen. Again, the 1A auditors are at once. It started with this video 2 weeks ago. Now, I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe it's the blatant antagonism he employs against some of the government employees, or the pompous attitude he displays in front of law enforcement.
So I think this is this is the topic of our video, the nut job here. This Jacob Yurkis or whatever.
But it seems like he lost the support he built for himself.
Okay.
Now, even the 1A auditors were against him.
Really?
Unfortunately, or, well, fortunately for us, I guess, this wasn't his last audit video, nor was it his worst.
Oh,
Welcome to the worst 1A auditing video I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
And that is really saying something, as I have probably seen more 1A auditing than anyone else watching this video.
So I guess the idea here is to go to the post office and film inside the post office. Is that because that's a First Amendment right, I guess? Okay.
So I guess I'm like the resident 1A auditing expert. 12 days ago, Jacob uploaded his audit of the Knox County Clerk's office.
I mean, look at the bravery here to go in with your camera and film in the post office. My God, give him a plaque or something. What the?
Before entering, he enlightens us with his theory on the popular blue-like.
Careful.
V word that YouTube is not a fan of.
Careful.
I am not going to play what he says.
Good.
They made the.
Let's see. Can't say these. Ooh.
The V word up. They made it up. The reason they did that is so that they could sell us Delta 8. And the Delta 8's bad, and it's going to kill us and ruin our lungs. And then when it kills us, though, we're just going to say that it was the V word. Oh.
Okay.
But then, like, so many people that died didn't use DA.
Yeah, you may have noticed that even to this day, years later, you still can't really come out and talk about a certain thing, if you know what I mean.
This doesn't even stand up by itself. I mean, it makes no sense. And, I laugh because it's very absurd. But, I mean, it is a very clear case in point that this man is very mentally ill.
I would tend to agree. Yes, absolutely. How is this being a patriot? Walking around the lobby of the post office with a camera. What the... Okay. All right.
So, yeah.
He's a rebel, I guess. Jesus.
That is really what he believes, by the way. Despite him tweeting much earlier, science doesn't care about what you believe. As you can see, Jacob has a great sense of irony, which he's seemingly unaware of. This will come back.
Okay.
Anyways, now, whereas in previous videos, Jacob had thoroughly and clearly been in the right, given his First Amendment right to film in a public space. However, this was different in the Knox County Clerks, namely because there was an actual sign specifying that he could not film. In this case, there was a double issue within him barging in and filming, as it is not actually within the regulations for him to be legally able to film. And he tries to cut the line to see what's at the front before he is swiftly stopped by an officer. Now, let's see how he is in here. Folded like an omelet. And the comments are to match.
What?
And 3 days later, we'd get the prequel to what gave Jacob his vibe.
This was just a little embarrassing for you. You failed at everything except fucking running. Oh my God! Clearly, the guy has got a package of problems, without question. All right.
I'm not going to say the name of this, but it was uploaded 9 days ago with this strange ayahuasca album cover.
Okay.
Here is my translation of what I could figure out.
All right.
Wake up. You are absolutely my makeup. Something about forever. Baby, can't you see? We are meant to be. Stay with me.
Oh no.
Believe.
Oh no.
And then it transitions into this, which is psychosis.
So he's still talking about this girl that he was stalking, apparently.
For everything. You're not sure. Listen to me one more time. I can feel it in my veins. I haven't let go.
Is this like a real album cover? I have no idea if this is or it's just some art or something.
But your
I don't know.
presence remains the same.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just a fool in the rain, and I'm nothing to you and quite lame.
And he lifts a line from Led Zeppelin. All right.
I want to say forget, but that would be the same. And then there's more psychosis.
Mhm.
And yes, before you ask, the word that I've been censoring is the real name of a real person.
Yeah, it was in a different video. Yeah, we're not going to repeat it, but yeah. The woman.
He worked at a Cracker Barrel with her for several months. How do I know this? Well, it's time to get into Jacob's clip that made him famous.
That's the yeah. We've already seen it, but maybe we'll see it again. We might skip it. Yeah, we're gonna skip it. Yeah,
I will be referencing documented research, journals, etc.
All right, here's the.
I will be pointing out traits Jacob belonged to her, but I never heard back. I still really, really appreciate Aubrey for sending along the information and even replying to my tiny Twitter account in the DMs. So thank you, Aubrey. And while I'm on this, if you want more people to be able to respond to me and take me seriously so we can have more details for stories like this, follow my Twitter.
Okay.
So, after the nuke dropped on Aubrey's account, people eventually found Jacob's YouTube. Things would quickly devolve. He began making arguments about how "Baby, It's Cold Outside" proves women like unwanted advances.
Yep. We got ourselves a crazy one here, people. We got a crazy one. All right, a little more.
As told in his brief follow-up to the first police visit, which is lost to time. After this, he begins heavily leaning into the screamo rap. Face the suffering of your sins. Ego beings are maggots.
It's not exactly what he said in the song, but yeah.
Explosions of sinning. Kinetic energy.
Yeah.
And 2 uploads yesterday.
Don't grab her by God.
This song. Don't.
I'm not what you call, I ain't playing, eating meat, mimicking animals. Oh, God. How in the world could this shit stay up on YouTube? That is a real surprise. Look what he's saying right here. I think you can read it. Right there. It's not normal behavior. It's not normal.
Don't grab her by the pee. Future H coming back to present the report on the discussion video. It is almost completely incomprehensible, and it very much resembles what I've heard psychosis speech or disturbed speech.
So, I mean, he doesn't like Trump either, I guess. Trump is an R word and should be glued. Well, what does that mean? Glued.
Like.
Doesn't sound good.
I figured he'd at least mention the situation once to double down, defend it, or something, but no. He says nothing about it.
Yeah, you can see some of this pickup artist shit. Equal rights, get equal lefts, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
If anything, I find this scarier, as he clearly has a disconnect with what's going on around him.
Oh, boy. Well, what do we got here? Equal rights, equal lefts. Your vibrator is running on electricity. Oh, God in heaven. No.
But anyhow, yeah, I really do think that might be the divine truth, is that, you know, we just live in kind of an insignificant universe, and God's really not at play, other than maybe our karma and our sin in that little purgatory middle area. I don't know. Perhaps it is something like that, though. And that is why children suffer.
I mean, the guy is, it's a stream of consciousness, disconnected thoughts. I mean, clearly, without question, there's obviously something wrong with this young man here. So hopefully he'll get the help he needs, because that's some crazy shit. That's awful stuff, man. And we have another one here. Nah, I think we get the message. We got it. I think we're there. And here's another creep. While we're here, might as well do another creep. Like I said, it's just a good thing that they got this guy arrested and no one was hurt. At least no one that we know of. And thank God, because I think this guy I could see something bad happening. So hopefully that won't happen and he'll get whatever help he needs to kind of become a human.
Following us, and we cannot.
So we got another stalker guy here. Let's look at this creep. Yeah, but I mean, women gotta, we like to bitch about them and blah 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 and garden tools, but I mean, they got to put up with this shit, I mean, occasionally, you get a dude who gets a female stalker, but it just doesn't happen as often. I mean, it's 95% male, and I mean, the women have to put up with this shit. It's scary. Scary. I mean, this guy could easily, God only knows, right? All right, let's see what this gentleman is doing.
Guy is following us, and we cannot
We don't want to roll down the windows to pay the ticket because he's following us around the parking structure.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at a video that went viral earlier this week over
harassed by a guy we met at the bar.
You guys know,
Okay,
we like to take a look at creeps that is on this channel, and I think creep is the perfect word to describe the subject of today's video. A guy we met at the bar wanted to come home with us and didn't take no for an answer. This
Yeah.
This has to be one of the weirdest and most bizarre creep encounters I've seen. This guy just flat out refuses to be rejected, going so far as to follow them to their car and then stare at them. But without further ado, let's just get right into the video.
No, I believe you 100%, but
Well, what's wrong with going home? If the Uber takes you home, you're safe.
I had a bad. It's embarrassing. Like, I had a bad argument with my girlfriend.
a what?
A bad argument with my girlfriend.
Okay, so we can first, obviously, the guy is either on some kind of drugs or alcohol here. I hope you can hear it. I'll turn it up a little bit, but he's slurring his words. He's not that, or he's nuts, one or the other. Go ahead, play, go.
Okay, well, we called
Like,
you.
I don't want to go home to her because she's gonna be.
Oh, you guys live together?
Yeah.
Well, then you can stay out for a minute.
She's gonna try to fuck me up.
Okay, then you don't need to go home. Back in jail?
Yeah.
So you were in jail, and we're supposed to trust you immediately.
So apparently he got jailed for a DV, probably, or stalking or some crazy shit.
No, but she's put me in jail.
Okay, I don't get what that means. Your Uber, Jorge, is gonna be picking you up. You should go. Sure.
That was very nice of them to call an Uber for the guy. That was okay. Yeah.
She put me in jail for 2 days.
For what? Okay, what'd you do?
It was domestic abuse.
Bingo.
So you hit her.
So far, there's absolutely nothing this guy is doing or saying that would make anyone feel even remotely safe near him, let alone safe enough to let him into your car and then in your house.
God, no.
Like, imagine following a couple strangers from the bar into an empty parking garage, telling them about your recent domestic abuse jail stint, and then expecting ththese complete strangers to willingly invite you over to their place. There's no problem there, no red flags, just hop right in.
Again, there clearly has to be a mental disconnect also with this gentleman here. There's got to be something wrong. This is not normal behavior. Sure, he could be drunk and slurring his words and shit. Okay, I get it. People get a little crazy when they're on the hooch. I understand. I'm not sure if this guy is drunk or just crazy. It's hard to tell.
Sound of it. The person recording was also nice enough to call this guy an Uber.
Yeah, it was very nice of her.
She had no obligation at all to do so. So just take the Uber and call it a night.
So would you? Hey, back.
Here's the only issue I have. What the fuck is she doing out of the car? I mean, that's wouldn't be my first choice, is to get out of the car and
What is he doing?
Parallel parking.
Parallel the.
Okay.
She had bruises on her from sex.
So you hit her from
No,
what?
from sex.
Oh my god.
It was from sex. I never hit her. I never closed it. I never hit her
Okay.
with a closed hand. It was never
Your
closed hand.
Uber, Jorge, we called you, is gonna be here in 5 minutes. You should head
No, but
up.
I'm saying, like, I never hit her with a closed hand.
Okay.
It was closed.
With a closed hand. So with an open hand?
But I never.
Oh my god. Okay. Like I said, it was really nice meeting you.
No, it wasn't.
but
This guy's a
We
weirdo.
called you an Uber. We're not forcing you to get home drunk.
I think he's drunk. Yeah, part of it's drunk.
Like, I literally, you should head up before like I'm gonna have to call the cops.
I mean, don't they have like guards and shit in these parking places? You know, you can hit a button or something and the guards come. God, I would think they would.
Because now it's like harassment.
I would
called you an
say
Uber.
yes.
I appreciate the drinks.
Oh, she
You
bought
should head
drinks. Oh, if they accept the drinks from this guy, okay.
You should head up.
Still, again, that's no freaking ticket to go home and fuck the women. That's crazy. That's insanity.
And find like Punch Bowl Social. They're in a red Ford Fusion. Go to them.
Yeah.
Don't look at her. Like, what is she gonna do? I'm telling you, no. This is my car.
Yeah.
No, you lit. Okay, I don't know you. I don't care. It's been like 20 minutes at this point. We called you an Uber. Please leave. They're almost here. Go find Jorge. Literally.
Yep.
I don't care. I'm gonna get in the car. Please leave.
Jesus.
Leave
Yeah. Go.
now. I don't care. Leave.
Why does this guy look like he's on the verge of tears? He looks like he's
He might
about to
be.
start crying.
I think he's probably had a lot to drink. Would be part of his problem. Maybe.
I don't know about you guys, but this is the moment when I'd be getting into the car and locking the doors, because when some drunk creep starts getting emotional, you don't know what's going to happen. You'd be surprised.
I'm gonna get in the car. Please leave.
I'm surprised the two people recording this have even stayed there as long as they have.
I'm surprised they got out of the car. I mean, Jesus. I wouldn't get out of the car. I'd just be screaming at him through the window. We called you an Uber. Now get out of the fucking way.
You don't have to be this nice to some dude who follows you into an empty parking garage.
I don't give a fuck. It's gonna escalate. Leave.
Now we're getting
Leave
somewhere.
right now. I'm getting in the car. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, those two girls were out. Actually, that's weird. Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
All
You're
right.
making it worse.
Yeah.
Leave.
I mean, just call the police. Just get it over with. I mean, this guy's got problems. You know, just call 911. That's what the cops are there for.
I don't care. Can you leave?
But like,
You're
That's what
making
that's
me
their
really
job.
uncomfortable. Okay, Annie, get in. Annie, get in.
Yeah,
Annie,
get the fuck out
Annie,
of there.
Get
Jesus.
in. Annie, get in a fucking car.
Yep. Call the police. Just stop. Your safety is more important than being polite. Just call the 911. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, at this point, if I'm these people, I'm calling the cops immediately. This is serial killer behavior here. But yeah, I guess this guy just resorts to staring at them menacingly. Like, I don't know what you're hoping to achieve here besides coming across as an absolute creep and ending up on a watch list.
Well, he was successful at that for sure.
I don't get it. Does he think these women are just going to suddenly change their mind as he's staring at them with that blank expression? Is he trying to hypnotize them? This is bizarre.
You guys are still parked right next to the
Yep. Call the police. This guy needs help. He needs something. Okay. I mean, can't they drive off though? Really? Is there something in the way? Maybe they have to go a certain
just
direction.
look at him. Dead cold stare in his eyes. Not a single word being spoken. If this video isn't enough to convince you to carry around some pepper spray, I don't know what will. Having a firearm wouldn't be a bad idea either. I know those are legal in the US. There's really no knowing what this guy's intentions even are at this point, because it's been made crystal clear that these people want nothing to do with him. In this situation, you just gotta slam on the gas and leave this
Just get
dude
the
in the
fuck out of
dust.
there, yeah.
You gotta get the hell out of there before
Yeah.
you end up on True Crime Daily. Now, there is a follow-up video I managed to find, and apparently he tried opening their door and forcing himself into their car.
Doesn't
Parking
surprise me.
structure? Hello?
Yes, we're trying
We're
to
calling
leave
the
a parking
cops
garage at
on
Jacob,
you.
And this guy is following us, and we cannot, like...
We don't want to roll down the windows to pay the ticket because he's following us around the parking structure.
Yep.
And he wasn't just like knocking on the window and stuff. Like he was trying to open our door. Like he was knocking on the window and he was trying to open our door. And then we went on the phone with the dispatcher. We went over to the back to the meter, so the police can be easily find us.
Right.
And when we parked, I guess the car door, the car locks, unlocked for some reason, and he actually opened the door. I used all my strength and I closed it. And finally, the police came and they took our IDs and they let us drive home. And he actually got arrested. So, yeah.
And I think that's the best possible ending we could have got here. Thankfully, nobody was harmed and this guy's in custody. Because you can't be doing this. I mean, I assume this guy shot his shot. And, well, if you get rejected, the last thing you should be doing is following someone to their car and then staring at them like a creep. But, yeah, let me know in the comments. What would you have done in this situation?
I would have called the cops a lot sooner, to be honest with you.
Move to whip out the pepper spray, slam on the gas, call 911, or do all three. Let me know.
But I mean, it could be the alcohol, but not using that as an excuse. I mean, this guy clearly doesn't understand that there's something missing. Again, there's something wrong. These women don't want to take you home. You said, hey, could I get a ride home? No, thank you. Boom, you're done. That's it. What is the point of sitting here like this creepy looking fuck staring at these women? That's insane. That's crazy stuff. He might even be on drugs. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know where this is, but I mean, God, if he was on some kind of drug, he could, break your window and do all kinds of crazy shit, right? I'd call the cops sooner. Igor MGTOW in video games, which you could use to install Windows 11. I just installed Windows 11 on my laptop, so seems to work all right. Yeah. I think they included a couple of different features in there. I haven't explored the whole thing, but yeah, it works fine. This thing we're working on right now. No, we can't do no sting of Windows 11 on this one. All right, let's see if we can find another freaking creep here while we're at it. Let's see. I'm sure we can find something. Okay, here's another one. Creepy man can't handle rejection, leaves the creepy creeps. Okay. I don't know what we're going to see, but it might be interesting. All right. Or did I just pull up the same one? No, it's a different one. Okay.
But if I do not receive a phone call back from you by 3 o'clock Thursday afternoon.
All right, let's start it again. Okay.
But if I do not receive a phone call back from you by 3 o'clock Thursday afternoon,
okay,
I'm no longer interested.
Now, it's no secret that we love to take a look at some nice and juicy cringe on this channel, and every now and then there comes a video so cringy that it makes me physically recoil in my seat out of embarrassment and pain. And today is one of those videos. Get ready to listen to a couple voicemails left by a ladies' man named Dimitri, a man who will not stop leaving voicemails to this woman at any cost, no matter how creepy or sad it gets.
He's a Chadlet, is he? Is he? Okay, well, let's start out the first thing here. He did manage to get her number, probably from her. Okay.
Yeah, hi there, all. It's Dimitri. Sorry I had to leave such a rushed message with you when we met the other day. I just want to quickly give you my phone number, and I had to get the heck out of the area. In any event, I figure I better leave you a more detailed message and explain why I approached you. I am single. I have no trouble meeting women. I mean, women approach me 6-7 times a day.
Oh.
But I'm very particular about what I like.
6 to 7 times a day. Holy
Chad and Tyrone, baby.
Holy shit, that's over 40 women a week.
Yeah,
160 women a month. This
Guy
is one.
He's drowning in pussy. That's what the problem is.
High value man we're talking about here. He must be beautiful, rich, charming, just the complete package. And out of all those women, 160 women, it looks like he's found the one. I love how he feels the need to mention this the very first time he's reaching out to this person. It's like Dimitri has to make it known to this girl just how high value he really is. This voicemail needs to be taken very seriously. If she doesn't call back soon, there's 40 other options from that week alone. Anyway,
Oh, he's drowning in pussy. I mean, clearly. He probably took John Anthony Lifestyle's course, and hey, he's alpha man. He's the king.
Anyways, let's continue listening to this voicemail from the biggest ladies man on the planet. And remember, guys, 6 to 7 times a week. Don't forget it, because anyone who unironically says that out loud has got to be telling the truth.
I mean, does he count women who approach him like to serve him food? Or service, check him out at the Target. I mean, what is he counting among all these women that are approaching him? It'd be interesting to know, wouldn't it?
I mean, women approach me 6-7 times a day, but I'm very particular about what I like. You're extremely elegant. I couldn't take my eyes off of you, and your friends were very jealous. Even if they say they weren't, they were envious of the fact that I approached you, and I was very taken by you. Elegant women are very rare. I'm Greek. And I'm very particular about what I like.
Oh, he's Greek. Okay, so he's a Greek guy. He's a Greek god.
So I'm giving you an opportunity here.
Oh, yeah, this sounds like quite the opportunity. This sounds like an opportunity to put yourself in danger. This
is the opportunity not to give everybody who wants your phone number. That would be a lesson to be learned right there.
Sounds like an opportunity to go missing. Yep.
I mean, clearly the guy was probably attractive and charming, and she coughed up her digits. I mean, come on now. We're not fools here. We understand. He just doesn't seem to have the the follow-up all that well yet.
Also seems to have the impression that him being Greek is some sort of trump card. Like, that's supposed to put...
Well, I mean, the Spartans were Greek, weren't they? Come on. They're right. They were Greek. The Spartans, man. They're Greek,
Him above any other guy that even looks in her direction. This is a man who's Greek. This is a man who's very particular about what he likes. Oh, and all her friends are jealous that he chose to speak to her.
I hope he doesn't get to the throbbing dick or anything. God almighty, I hope not.
Forget that. This guy might genuinely believe he's a Greek god.
Very particular about what I like. So I'm giving you an opportunity here. I don't know if you pick up the messages on the weekend, but I'm working on a movie script, so I'm pretty much around all weekend.
Oh, so he's also involved in the movie industry. So let's see. We got Greek god, tall, good-looking, handsome. He got the digits from her, and he's working on a movie script. Okay, just like everyone's an entrepreneur nowadays, right? I own my own business. Really? What is it? Oh, it's this thing called Only Something.
Doing that. I left you my number, 41691.
Yeah, we don't want to hear his number here.
4. This looks like a landline, and if it is, you may not get the message till Monday. But when you do, call me, and then we'll get together for coffee and chat and let the romance begin.
Let the romance begin.
Ooh, I just don't think. I don't think his follow-up was very good. Well, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but I am getting kind of a creepy vibe there, but that's maybe just me.
I really wouldn't be surprised if Dimitri got that line from a pickup artist's book.
Of course he did. Of course he did. Man, spitting game. He's an alpha Chad Tyrone top shelf dude amundo.
I don't think there's been a single sentence yet that doesn't come across as weird. It's like everything being said is following a strict pickup artist script here.
Oh, yeah, you just read it off the page. Okay, you're tall, you're from Greece, okay. Got it. You're in the movie business. Yep. and all the here's my number and call me and we're gonna do something. Yeah. That's pickup artist stuff.
Read on Reddit. Tell her I'm Greek. Check. Tell her I get approached 6 to 7 times a day.
At least.
Check.
High value man. Yes.
Tell her her friends are jealous of me. Check. Let the romance begin.
The romance begin. You look very taken aback by my approach, and I hope that isn't timidness. I hope it was just a little bit of shock at being approached so directly.
Okay, well, so here's the thing, though. Regardless of how creepy or whatever pickup artist he got her number. He got her number. So there was had to be something, or unless he got her number by one of her friends. But again, those girls kind of, they have this shit worked out. If she's not interested, they're going to give her a fake number. It's pretty easy. Just like this guy in my family, you wouldn't believe. Okay, I'll tell you the story at the end there.
Because I don't really date timid women, because I'm a very direct, very passionate, very assertive man, and I want a woman who's very independent and strong. So anyway, we'll talk about that, but I just wanted to formally introduce myself. Now I have. I leave the ball in your court. You call me as soon as you have the courage to. Okay, Olga? Talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay, Olga, how did he get your number? That's my question. How did that happen?
Now, the question that must be on everybody's mind right now is, did Dimitri get a phone call back? And the answer to that is no. Shocking, I know. I'm not sure how anyone could pass up such a high-value alpha man.
I mean, I was going to become a T and just call him back. It was so overwhelming, the game this guy was spitting. I mean, come on.
Dimitri, especially after that suave voice message he left. But if you thought that was the last voice message Dimitri left, you are wrong.
Oh, goody.
Hi there, Olga. It's Dimitri calling again, the guy from the street. I left you a message several days ago.
From the street?
You said you were interested. Now, here's the way I work. I don't like leaving second messages, but I like you. You're a very elegant woman. You're very attractive. But, I don't play that game. I know your friends tell you not to return calls. You're playing games like you see on stupid TV shows. So
see, he's spitting game right here. He's spinning plates, but, he's got plates spinning, man, right now.
Here's how it's going to work. It is now 4:30.
Dimitri doesn't play that game. Dimitri doesn't leave second messages. Yet here he is leaving another voice message.
Doesn't this sound strangely like a sales pitch? Hey, we don't normally do this, but we know you're interested in this car. We're going to knock off a couple grand because we know you really like it. This doesn't normally happen. This is not something we normally do here, but you seem special to me. So come in and buy this car. We'll knock a couple grand off, throw in some oil changes. What do you think? Yeah, have you reconsider that? Again, and this is a special deal just for you. Gee, I wonder if I wonder why that would be, since that's what pickup is based on, is a sales pitch. No?
Clearly a little pissed off from what I could hear. Isn't this the same guy who said he had 6 to 7 women approaching him per day?
Oh, he's a pussy magnet. I mean, he can't. Everywhere he goes, the women are just throwing themselves at him.
Surely with the sheer amount of women coming up to him and throwing themselves at him, there wouldn't be a need to leave another voice message.
Oh, hell no. No.
What happened to not playing games? What happened to the endless amount of options?
It is now 4:30 on Wednesday. Now, I'll assume that you've already left work, because, some people leave early.
I might interpret that as maybe he knows she left work.
And I'll grant you that.
You know what I'm saying?
But if I do not receive a phone call back from you by 3 o'clock Thursday afternoon, I'm no longer interested. And you can erase my number.
Thank God.
I don't play games like that. I'm completely single. I'm very intelligent.
Excuse me. Whoa. He's got a poon tsunami coming his way every day. 100 some women every week are throwing them, and he's single. Well. Interesting.
I'm great in bed. I make great money. Believe it or not, I'm a complete catch. I've only been single 4 months. I had a long distance relationship. Went a year. It's very tough to maintain it like that. And
long distance related. Ooh, no red flags here at all. None.
It didn't work out.
Am I the only one that's shocked to hear that the long distance relationship didn't work out? I can't
Nope.
imagine how any relationship at all with Dimitri could possibly fail. He does sound like quite the catch, but that right there is the end of the TikTok.
See, I mean, if Dimitri was such a catch, how come he hasn't been catched yet? Just, I'm saying, those women just weren't good enough for me because I'm special. I'm a Greek god and I write movie plays and shit like that. 25-year-old incel grandpa. I'm throwing myself at you, ginger hamster. Give me that. Yeah. Well, thank you, 25-year-old grandpa incel. I'm sure, everybody wants a piece of this. I mean, come on. It's crazy. Desperation is indeed a stinky cologne. Yeah, why does he need all of her? I mean, she's sure attractive and everything, but I mean, if he's drowning in poon, what's...
Anyways, this video just gave me a flashback and reminded me of another video I made a few months back that's probably just as bizarre as this one. If you haven't seen it yet and like this one, then it'll be right up your alley. But anyways, I think that's going to wrap up today's video.
No, what the hell? Can we click on it? No, it's not going to let me click on it. It's not a hot thing.
Another video I made.
Oh, it is? No, it's not. Okay.
A few months back. That's
all right. Well, we'll go find it then. Let's see what else this guy has to say. Xeno Shot is the guy's name. Xeno Shot. SHOT. All right. Let's see. What else does he have? Would you post this online? Oh, I think I've seen this one. Oh, God. Here's that guy. Entitled streamer complains about a $500. Really? $500. So there's the stupid chicks with the tomato sauce. Let's see. Demands a new. Oh, let's see a Karen. These are always fun. Really? Cool. What is it? Yeah. Emergency sleeping bag. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. How do you get it back in there, though? That's the fun. It's just aluminum foil. I mean, it's nothing different than anything else here. How come I can't find my... Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. Hold on. Jeez. Am I sharing? I'm not sharing it. Okay, I'm sorry. You couldn't even hear that. You're like, oh, hamster, what are you doing? Why are you talking shit like that? We can't even hear I know, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. See if we can get there again.
Be respectful. I think
There
we
we
can
go.
just go ahead and cancel your reservation.
Then what are we gonna do?
I'm not too sure, but there are a lot of hotels in the area.
Okay.
I will. I'll be here till 11.
Today we're going to be taking a look at something we haven't seen in a while. A sighting of the male Karen species.
Oh, it's a male
this
Karen.
time in a Holiday Inn hotel. This is a
Okay.
video I watched earlier that immediately made my blood boil. A video that also gave me some very intense sweat-inducing flashbacks, mainly due to the reason that I've been in a very similar situation, like the poor soul recording this video. In fact, what am I saying? I've been in the exact same shoes as this girl recording because
Okay.
I too have unfortunately had the experience of working at a Holiday Inn, and this is a scenario I'm all too familiar with. A scenario that's actually pretty common, I think, for anyone who's ever worked at a hotel. And for a little quick context before we get into the video, the girl who's recording this male Karen encounter is the receptionist of the hotel. She's dealing with an absolute hobgoblin who's throwing a temper tantrum due to the fact that he accidentally booked the wrong room at the hotel. He originally booked a queen suite, but then switched to a king suite for some reason, and now wants the other room back. But unfortunately for him, that room is taken now, and this angry little turd sniffer isn't having it, as we're about to see. Now, without further ado, I'm gonna try and tough through these traumatic flashbacks, and let's just get right into the video. Let's go.
King suite instead of the queen. What's the? I mean, the king's a little bigger, but what are you gonna have a party? What are you doing? You could probably do most things on a queen that you could on a king. I'm just saying. Just saying. She's a male Karen. Yes. Igor says, I've had 0 rejections because I don't date females and I don't want to risk. And I don't think dating women is a good idea. Okay, well, it's your choice. You're free to do that. Yeah, well, that's probably why they call you MGTOW, right? Going your own way. Okay, let's hear from the Karen.
For 2 kids, 2 adults.
Yeah.
The reservation on our phone is clear, what we reserved.
Yeah.
What do you expect us to do?
Well, with that one, we could get you checked in. It came in as a king suite reservation, so it has a king bed and a sofa pull-out couch.
What do you expect us to do? We have 2 kids and us. We can't all sleep in a king bed. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I understand. It's the way that booking.com sends us the reservation. So all that we have is that, and we're sold out for tonight.
So wait a minute. So they wanted a queen, but they're getting a king. Okay. Well, I'm confused.
So what do you expect us to do? That's my question.
Well, that's what I'm
Problem
saying.
solved.
Yes, so we could either check you into the room or we could cancel the reservation. That's the only two
And
options.
sleep in our car? Do you have
No, I'm not.
evidence? Yeah. I mean, where else are we going to go? Are there any other Holiday Inn Express hotels you can check us into?
I don't have the power to do that, but there are Holiday Inn Expresses in Bloomington.
Is it Bloomington, Minnesota?
You're not even going to help us. You're going to say, take the room as it is, or you're on your own.
Yep, that's exactly what this girl is saying, because there's absolutely nothing else she can do, as she literally states that. I mean, what do you expect? Does this man really think the hotel receptionist earning near minimum wage somehow has the ability to just switch rooms and
Or even gives a shit? I mean, let's be honest. You're getting a queen room with the pull-out bed. That's enough. What do you want? You got the king bed for yourself, and the kids sleep on the couch. What's the problem? I don't understand.
any time, any day, just because you made a mistake? Give free rooms out like they're candy? This guy's delusional. Now, as a former Holiday Inn veteran that once fought on the front lines of battle, I can immediately, less than 1 minute in, sniff out the shit that is this guy's entire game plan here. It's to get a free room.
He's
or-
trying to get some free shit. Okay, I was going to say that.
or
yeah.
at least a discounted room, and it's not the worst tactic, I guess. You know, you bring up your kids, you bring up your wife who's pregnant, boo-hoo, pressure the receptionist into feeling bad when at the end of the day, you made a mistake. And like I said earlier, something tells me this wasn't a mistake, but the takeaway is that the hotel owes you jack shit. This guy just has to suck it up. I mean, you're a grown-ass man. Deal with it.
I guess.
I
I'm
actually
crazy.
just
Yeah.
broke up with my boyfriend this morning.
Oh, dude.
No, it's not. It's not like
No. So I'm still trying to understand what the problem is here. You know, whether it's a queen suite with pull-out couch or king suite with pull-out, what the hell's the difference? It's still going to work for you. What am I missing something?
You're not going to help us. You're going to say, take the room as it is, or you're on your own.
What I can do to help you guys is get you guys checked into the room that has the king bed and the sofa pull-out couch. But apart from that, we don't have any other rooms to check you guys into. If it's regarding what you guys reserved, you would have to call booking.com so that they could assist you with something that happened on their end. But this is just the information that we've received from booking.com.
Sometimes that isn't the best way to go, actually. I'm sure you can get a deal sometimes. Sometimes it's just better to go to the hotel website. It's about the same difference.
Who hasn't checked in? What else is available with 4 beds?
We don't have any other rooms available.
Who hasn't checked in yet?
These rooms are reserved. I can't take them from somebody that's already reserved a room.
Yeah.
You gave somebody our room, right? The rate was supposed to be reserved.
No, because we held the room that we had the information for, which is the king suite. That's what booking.com sent over to us. So we kept that room for you guys.
Yeah.
How did you think 4 people would fit in that room?
You and the mother are going to sleep in the bed, and the kids will be on the couch. I'm not seeing what the problem is. I really don't.
When you see it come in, don't you go, this doesn't make sense?
No, because booking.com sends us the information. So that's the reservation, and we hold it as it is.
Just, I don't get it. What's the
So
problem?
you think 4 of us can sleep in that room? That's your suggestion?
It's like this guy hasn't heard a single word this receptionist
Yeah,
has said.
exactly.
His brain seems to be malfunctioning on the spot every time he gets the information that he won't be getting the other room. I guess the Karen brain just lacks the capacity to be told no and not get their way for once. You need to repeat the same thing about 8 times before this guy will understand it.
But I mean, still getting again, I'm sorry, maybe I'm OCD or some shit. But it's like you got a king bed for mom and dad, and you got a pull-out couch bed for the kids. What am I missing? What what the hell am I missing?
It seems
here?
like. And by the way,
I
at
don't
this
know.
point, I'm about 99% sure this guy is trying to guilt this girl into giving him a discount or
Yeah,
a free
has
room.
to
And
be.
I will say, as rare as it is, it does in fact happen every once in a while. Now, I've never seen anyone actually get a room completely free, but I have seen room changes with no price change, as well as some pretty thick discounts that have been given out in my day. So
Sure,
it is
yeah.
possible.
Or
Although
here's a free breakfast or some shit, right? Yeah, sure.
they're usually given out under relatively interesting circumstances, typically involving women sobbing uncontrollably in the lobby. Sadly, the Karens do win the battles sometimes, but luckily we have this warrior, this absolute champion who refuses to back down, and it doesn't help that this guy comes across as a gigantic tool. I'm sure
He's a
if his
fucking douchebag. I mean, come on. I'm trying to save $10 on my hotel room. Why? Just check into the room and shut the hell up and go on with your day. What is the problem? I work today, fellas. All right. Hey, John G is here. Hello. Excuse me. Finish it is here as well. I must clear my throat. 1 second. Yeah, I got a frog again. Damn it. Timothy Sokol with homeless camps all around the city. What are we saying? And tweakers, you better be hard or you're going to get taken in. Oh, is this California? Oh, they said Bloomington. So that could be Bloomington, Normal, Illinois. Could be Bloomington, Indiana. Could be Bloomington, Minnesota. I would guess it's probably Indiana or Illinois, but I don't know. I don't. Let's go on with the Karen here.
approach was a bit better, he could at least possibly get a discount. But yeah, I'm not sure what's going on in this guy's skull to think that Holiday Inn will willingly kick people out who've already reserved the room just because you made a mistake, in quotations. The entitlement is strong with this one. Holy shit.
So you think 4 of us can sleep in the room? That's your suggestion.
I'm not too sure how you guys were going to, do the setup in there. We just have the reservation as it was sent into us.
Again, I don't get it. There's a bed and a couch. Sleep on that. Just Jesus. Yeah.
And you have no other alternatives to solve it.
Nope, there are no other alternatives to solve it. I've
Nope.
lost count how many times
He
this
said it.
girl
He's
has
over and
phrased
over,
this.
over and over again, the same thing. Oh, there's no other way. No. Okay, so there's no other. No, there's nothing left. You got the room or not? That's it.
Same answer. And he keeps asking the same question. You're
Yeah.
telling me the room I canceled is no longer available? Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you.
Yes. So fuck you and your little shit kids. All right, that's a little too far. But this guy's just a massive chode.
We're
He's a
completely
douche.
sold out for tonight.
Yeah.
I'm just stepping in, but you have a king bed and a full-out bed, right?
Yeah.
You have 2 beds.
And
Yeah.
4 kids, 2 kids and us.
Yeah,
And it's
so-
none of your business either. What are you doing jumping into this? It's not-
Well, look, I mean, I don't
I'm
think
saying
that
it's none of your business.
it's,
Okay, yeah, shut up. I'm good.
that's not really respectful. I think we can just go ahead and cancel your reservation.
Yeah.
Then what are we gonna do?
I don't care.
I'm not too sure, but there are a lot of hotels in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just sit tight for a second?
I will. I'll be here till 11.
We'll cancel if there's no penalty.
Yeah, we can cancel.
If there's no penalty, booking.com gonna charge us?
No, but you just got to give a call to booking.com and let them know that you want to cancel, and then there's no penalty. Okay, call booking.com.
Spits on the floor. What the fuck, dude? What are you doing?
Do you know what the cancellation terms are? You have 24-hour notice. Is there-
They could tell you.
Pull out your phone and look up the fucking reservation. This is where Jesus. Come on already.
Hold it until we call booking.com and cancel it.
Yep. That's not really respectful. I think we can just go ahead and cancel your reservation.
A very satisfying ending. I gotta say, I'm very happy to see that
Cancel.
this moron didn't get his way.
Yeah.
You know, it's hilarious to see that, like most other Karen situations, this could have been so easily resolved.
Oh,
like
yeah.
by, I don't know, having the two adults sleep in the bed and the kids on the pull-out couch. As far as I know, that's not some out-of-this-world barbaric compromise.
I mean, it's not like you have the kids sleeping out on the porch or anything. They're in the freaking pull-out. Oh, come on.
To when renting a hotel.
For kids, it'd be exciting. Oh, we get to sleep on the couch. Oh, goody, goody, goody. Then go to Disney World or
Hotel
something.
room with your
Jesus.
family.
Like the 2 queen bed suite, but we were sold out because he canceled.
Oh, it was a 2 queen. Okay, all right. Okay.
So regarding like
But
any
even then-
type of like compensation, it doesn't really. I can't do anything since it's not made through the hotel.
I wouldn't do anything.
We have free breakfast, so I'm not able to like give him a voucher. I could call hotels in the area, but it's made through a third party. So either way, he would have to pay for like 2 separate rooms, unless if he called the third party and asked them to cancel.
But yeah, that about wraps up today's Holiday Inn male Karen saga. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But anyways, I think that's going to wrap up today's video.
And the
Thanks-
only thing we were really missing is that I need to speak to your manager. I'm sure that would be coming up to one of these days. Thumper said some people feel entitled to again. Okay, now I understand it a little bit. There was 2 queens, and then they canceled that and went for the king, and the king had a pull-out couch for the kids. So I'm just yeah, I hate traveling. I know I get cranky. You get to the hotel, it's like, oh fuck, now what? But it sounded like a solution. You know, they weren't going to have to sleep in the car. There was a solution there. So I don't know. So based on what I've heard from you guys, I told her out loud I would have to. Oh, okay, John. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but hey, you know, have fun in the discussion there with John. All right. Oh, let's do one more. This is the definition of insane. We like those, don't we? Yes, we do. Okay. And it looks like Omegon has an Amber Lynn Reed one. Okay. Oh, God. Problem glasses, check. Tattoos, probably check. I think we're in for some fun. Let's okay, let's go. Let's see what happens here.
To disrespect and dismiss the boundaries that Black creators have set.
Get ready to witness the most insane TikToker I've come across in a while. Now, at the beginning of every video, I usually like to briefly introduce what we're about to watch, but I just can't do that today because I have no idea what the hell is going on. To best summarize this video in my own words, this woman seems to be extremely offended by another woman who recorded herself running around in the rain. So much so that she made a whole response video, bizarrely enough. Yeah, that's really all I could describe.
So we have a woman running around in the rain taking video, and this other lady is pissed. It's got to be racist somehow, right? It's got to be.
Without further ado, let's just jump head first right into this lunacy.
You and I both know that you are capable of enjoying the rain and frolicking freely without filming it and then posting it to TikTok.
Okay.
But why not? What's so bad about that?
What the hell's the difference? Don't watch the fucking video then. That seems pretty simple. Just don't go there. Look at something else. There's millions of videos on TikTok. You don't have to look at this one.
About 16 seconds into this video, and I'm already very confused here. As confused as you are. For some reason, this lady is offended. She's talking as if this girl has just committed an unspeakable war crime. The last I heard, having a good time in the rain and recording a TikTok wasn't some crazy offensive thing to do. It's not illegal to be in some rain.
You're capable of enjoying the rain and frolicking freely without filming it and then posting it to TikTok.
Why is this woman so mad?
Why does
the
she
girl in the
care?
video isn't hurting anyone. She's not casting spells. She's
I mean, that's the whole concept of TikTok is you post videos. hope doing whatever, living your life. What's the big problem with this?
Not
one
even
here?
saying a word. She's literally
Wait, she's a white girl, right? Right, guys.
just fucking frolicking in some rain. I mean, is there something I'm missing here? Am I failing to read between the lines?
You're not looking through the lens of intersectionality. Clearly, this is a racist act by a white woman.
Of the Reddit post says that this is apparently racist somehow.
Of course it is.
So let's
Of course it is. Of course it is.
continue watching. I'm curious.
Oh, God.
You and I both know
Mhm.
that you are capable of enjoying the rain and frolicking freely without filming it and then posting it to TikTok.
Okay.
Now, you've just co-signed, okay? You just co-signed at least 3 million, 8.5 by 11 front and back people who just go out of their way to disrespect and dismiss the boundaries that Black creators have set.
What is going on here? What are you talking about?
What the
I
hell
have
is she
no
talking
idea
about? I have what? The boundaries that what does that have to do with this woman posting a video of her running around in the rain? What does that have to do with Black creators? Oh my God.
What this person is saying, nothing she just said made any
No.
sense whatsoever.
No, it's a bunch of words that sort of sound like they should be together, but not really. So what the? Okay, let's go on.
So somehow, some way, this lady has went through the mental gymnastics to make frolicking in the rain a race
Racist,
issue.
yeah.
How she came to that conclusion, that's beyond me.
She probably went to indoctrination studies at her local college. If I had to take a guess.
Thought process that goes on in the brain of the average TikToker still hasn't been fully understood by scientists.
See, sir. Excuse me, if I might interrupt. You're just not seeing the oppression through the oppression lens that this woman here has. See, everything is racist. Come on now. Don't you know this stuff? Clearly, you have to have that oppression lens installed in your brain is what you need here,
across the
I guess.
globe. It's still being studied thoroughly. But what we're watching right now is apparently, in her own words, someone going out of their way to dismiss and disrespect the boundaries of millions of Black creators. What the fuck does that even mean?
I have
what does
no
this
idea.
have to do with Black creators? How does this relate to
it
skin
doesn't have
color?
anything to
What
do-
boundaries? The boundaries of frolicking
Oh
in,
my
the rain?
God.
There is nothing you could say to convince me that recording yourself walking in the rain is racist in any way.
Well, it's not. It's just these. Okay.
Any shape or form. This is nuts.
Can't wait to hear the explanation here. Okay, all female medical team from Afghanistan. Okay, great, good for them.
Go out of their way
Mm-hmm.
to disrespect and dismiss the boundaries that Black creators have set. And now you're one of those people.
Oh,
So
okay.
I guess my question would be,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
why?
Why?
Why is it so important to all of you to treat us like we don't matter?
What? I'm sorry. I'm just not making the connections here between a woman frolicking in the rain and racism. Where the fuck does that come from? That makes zero sense. I mean, maybe she's talking about a different video here. I don't know. But holy shit.
She's just frolicking in the rain.
Exactly.
If this is racist, God knows how many other things are racist. Breathing is probably racist to some extent in her eyes.
Well, if you're white, because you still exist then if you're breathing. See what I'm saying?
There's got to be drugs involved here. That's the conclusion I've come to. Anyway,
I'm not sure, man. This is the kind of shit they're told in their gender and Black studies programs at the College of Indoctrination. This is the kind of crap they're told. They're indoctrinated with this shit.
this is a person who needs to get off TikTok immediately. Just get off the internet in general.
To treat us like we don't matter.
Now, I actually went out of my way to search for any semblance of an explanation to this madness,
Okay.
and I managed to find this tweet right here that I guess makes the most sense. Trying to make any sense from what this woman says is a challenge in and of itself. For those confused by her alleged point, I don't know if this is correct, but a friend said that because many black women don't like to get their hair wet, they would never shoot such a video. So a white woman happily filming herself getting her hair wet is racist.
You know, that wouldn't really surprise me, even a little. It kind of makes sense if you're looking at it through the oppressive lens.
Basically, sum it up: if you're white, you're racist. End of story.
Okay, I just need to say this because I saw a ton of backlash for both Lizzo and Beyonce for using an ableist slur in their songs, but I've seen none of that same energy for Big Time Rush for the tweet they just put out yesterday regarding their song Paralyzed. For context, here's the tweet they put out. Pause to read it. The reasons why this is problematic is because number one, Paralyzed trended on Twitter for the song, and that actively erased the voices of physically disabled people. The second reason being that disabilities of any kind should never be used as a metaphor for non-disabled people. And in this instance, the word paralyzed is being used as a metaphor to describe struggling to talk to a pretty girl, and that's not okay. Using disability as a metaphor to describe the experiences of non-disabled people is ableist.
My question is there anyone out there in this world besides this person that's actually offended by Big Time Rush's title of their new song? I will give $1 million fucking dollars to anyone that could find a paralyzed person who was offended and silenced by Big Time Rush's new song title.
Well, it doesn't matter, you see, because they're the heroes, see. They're standing up for the so-called victimized, paralyzed people. See. That's what they do. That's their mode of operation.
I didn't even know Big Time Rush still existed in the first place. I haven't heard that name since like 2010. Who's listening to them? And how in God's name were they trending on Twitter?
No idea.
To describe struggling to talk to a pretty girl.
She herself said the title of the song was a metaphor, a hyperbole, which is an exaggeration of something. You're also going to make a video on every other song title, piece of media, and literature that's used hyperboles.
I mean, wait a minute. Whoa. Identifying someone who is, when talking to a girl, is paralyzed is not out of bounds. That's kind of, yes, you don't know what to say. You're sort of paralyzed. Now, obviously not in the sense that you can't walk or you're a wheelchair or whatever, but come on. Really? Really? And this is what happens when you send your little daughters to college and they major in garbage.
Using this person's insane logic, you could probably find
She doesn't have logic, sir. She's just insane.
In practically any sentence if you tried hard enough.
We're so happy to see that everyone across the globe are now able to enjoy all our music. But the real question, how badly do you want us to release Paralyzed from a band called Big Time Rush?
Sure as shit can. It's almost as if this person is purposefully searching for things to be offended by.
Oh, you think? Bingo! We've got a bingo! Yay! Nail on head. Yes, sir.
I'm not sure how one could possibly reach these levels.
I would say bullseye, but somebody would have me canceled for that.
Of boredom to be doing this with their life, but this girl is at that point.
And that's not okay. Using disability as a metaphor to describe the experiences of non-disabled people is ableist.
What the fuck? Where you have this shit written down somewhere? Did you get this from your gender studies professor? Honestly, what are you even talking about? Seriously. I mean, good Lord.
And lastly, the fact that I've only seen one other white disabled person talking about this versus seeing so many white disabled people calling out Lizzo and Beyonce is very telling. Because yes, even though some of that criticism was valid towards Lizzo and Beyonce, especially when it came from the voices of black disabled people.
What the hell? What did Lizzo and Beyonce do? I must have missed it.
And that did lead them to change the lyrics of their songs and re-release them respectively.
Something about a WAP or what the hell?
But white disabled people.
See, this Megan Thee Stallion put out this song called WAP, and that really refers to people who have a naturally occurring poon, and that's really it's excluding LGBT people from that. So she's got to be canceled. You got to get rid of her.
Well, we need to be holding Big Time Rush to that same standard.
Change the words to dry ass poon, because God, I'm terrible.
If they want to re-release this song, we need to call on them to not only change the lyrics of the song, but change the name of the song in its entirety.
So they're going to go cut their song again and change the lyrics because you and one other person in the entire fucking world cares. You're two people in the world are offended, and you want this band to go in and redo their song. Are you fucking kidding me? No, seriously. Are you kidding me?
There is a clear intersectional bias of not holding boy bands, especially predominantly white boy bands, to the same standard.
Of course it's racist. What are you kidding? Of course it is.
That black women in the entertainment industry are held to, and it's
God.
about damn time we start holding them accountable.
Wait a minute. You were ripping apart Beyonce and Lizzo. They're both African-American ladies, right? So,
people, we need to be holding Big Time Rush to that same standard.
And you need to go outside and do something with
you need to get unprogrammed. You need to go to a camp where they pull the cult out of you because there's something fucking wrong with you. You're going to spend your entire life, young lady, being pissed off at the world for no fucking reason. And I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm saying you have been brainwashed. There's something in your brain that isn't right. You need to go get it figured out. Spend a couple $100,000 and get deprogrammed because that's what you need. Or else you're going to spend the rest of your life being mad about stuff no one cares about.
With your life right now. There's more to life than this. There's more to life than to be offended by Big Time Rush's new song title. I think I might be the first person in history to utter that sentence out loud.
Using disability as a metaphor to describe the experiences of non-disabled people is ableist.
Sooner or later, we're just not going to be able to say words. Just speaking is going to be offensive and grounds for...
Especially if you're white, then yeah, that's a big problem.
Cancellation. But anyways, I'm done.
See, if you're frolicking around in the rain, you're allowed to get your hair wet, and that's offensive to black women. Good God. 25-year-old incel. I know. But I mean, the insanity is real. These people exist. It's just out of control. Polska Bob says, looks like the Hampshire needs more beer. Okay. I don't have any. You haven't had any beer yet. I might. Have you having beer yet? You're still working probably, right? What the hell is Hamster going on? I don't know. It's crazy shit. It's absolute insanity. But yeah, we've been on for a couple hours here. But we'll probably do something later. Maybe we'll do some more roaches or we'll come up with something. But anyway, thanks for coming by. Like it, sub, do whatever. And we'll see you later. Bye-bye.